What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Zeoxys, the legendary one, and today we're here on the live because we're going to, end the debate between 7th year anniversary ICHIGO and 6th year anniversary AIZEN. I know this is something that a lot of people have been complaining about, have been fighting about who's better, and me and my chat, the community, we have come to an agreement, and we have now had the better character. So we do make a Google Docs here, and we're gonna go reasons why we gave them these points and stuff here. So first things first is stats. We're gonna go with ICHIGO because ICHIGO just has higher stats in most things. The only thing AIZEN has more stats than over ICHIGO is defense, right? But ICHIGO has more stamina, more attack, more focus, and more SP, right? So we're going to give attack or the stats to ICHIGO, right? Now normal attacks. We're going to give normal attack to AIZEN because AIZEN actually can heal on his normal attack, right? ICHIGO, he can paralyze and weaken, but that's not really anything crazy since he can randomly do that as a skill too. While ICHIGO or AIZEN, for example, if AIZEN, let's say, is low on HP, he can just go ahead, use his normal attacks if his strong attacks are on the cooldown and heal off of that too. So we did give AIZEN that, to give him that extra point. So we're going to, AIZEN and ICHIGO both have one now. Strong attacks, we're going to also give that to AIZEN. AIZEN and ICHIGO's set in terms of strong attacks, or their kit in terms of strong attacks, are exactly the same. The only difference is the first strong attack, where we do believe AIZEN has a better first strong attack, right? 3000 length beam is just much more safer than ICHIGO's, where it's a cross around him, and in between the crosses, if enemies are in that area, they actually don't get hit no matter how close they are. So we are going to give, strong attacks to AIZEN because they do have the same second strong attack. They have the same third strong attack. It's just AIZEN's first strong attack is a bit more safer, right? I feel like me and the community feels like AIZEN's or ICHIGO's first strong attack is a bit more situational, right? So we're going to give AIZEN that for, strong attacks. Soul Bomb, we're going to give that to ICHIGO. Reason being is he has bombardment +1, right? And his ultimate is going to hit harder than AIZEN's everywhere, basically. Right, that's really it for the Soul Bomb. Nothing more to it. I guess if you want to, you can give it to AIZEN because he's gonna guarantee heal off of that. That's the only plus I see. But 9 times out of 10 you're gonna one-shot with your Soul Bomb. So, and you usually save your Soul Bomb for the final phase. So we're not really gonna say, oh, because he can heal off of it, it's gonna be better, when you're mainly gonna save it for the final stage of a boss, realistically. And if that's the case, ICHIGO's guaranteed going to kill that boss. So we're going to give Soul Bomb to ICHIGO. Ailments, we're going to give that to AIZEN. There's no question, Drain and Weaken are the top 2 debuffs in the game. Paralyze and Weaken it's a nice combination, right? You're lowering their defense, making it that they can't do damage to you, and you're paralyzing them, keeping them in place. But all around, being able to heal, take their HP, and have them weakened is pretty broken. So we are going to give ailments to AIZEN. For killer, it's going to go to ICHIGO, mainly because he has Soul Reaper and a Wrong Card Killer, which are completely different affiliations, while AIZEN has Soul Reaper and Captain. And if we go to captains, every captain is a Soul Reaper, right? So we're not going to give AIZEN better killers when his killer is literally the same, basically, right? Soul Reaper and Captain are the same. He basically has 1 killer, while ICHIGO, he has 2 killers. So we're going to give that to ICHIGO, right? Soul Trait, it's pretty straightforward. ICHIGO has strong attack recharge time -14%. AIZEN has strong attack recharge time -12%. We're going to give that to ICHIGO. Innate Skills. Now, me personally, I didn't really want to count Innate Skills because I felt like, maybe that was just giving ICHIGO another point, but it doesn't really change the facts that in most places, AIZEN doesn't really have Innate Skills, right? He has 50% chance to dodge Soul Reaper damage and paralyze duration. If you're not fighting a Soul Reaper, he no longer has this innate skill. If you're not in a stage that has paralyzed, he no longer has an innate skill there. So let's say I'm in a stage that has burn and a wrong cards, for example. Guess what? AIZEN loses his innate skills. What are you gonna do, right? So there's that. While ICHIGO has, everywhere he goes, he has the 12% chance to proc weaken and paralyze every 5 seconds, and then he also has the havoc plus 20% and sprinter plus 1. So at wherever you go, Ichigo is going to have his, you know, innate skills. Oh, I guess I gotta pull it up because, you know, the chat is covering it, right? But yeah, as you guys can see there, right? The chat was covering it, but there you guys can see. He has thought these innate skills are situational. These innate skills are everywhere, right? So we're gonna give that to Ichigo. Skills. We also came to the conclusion that we're going to give this to Ichigo. Reason being is they do have different skills, right? Aizen, you might think it's Aizen because he has Frenzy +2, which is obviously better than someone that has Frenzy +1. But me and the chat just agrees that besides Frenzy +2 and full stamina damage, because they have the same thing, besides Frenzy +2 and full stamina damage, Ichigo has the exact same skills as Aizen here, right? Full stamina damage is the thing is, you can give this to characters, right? You can't give Frenzy +2 to characters, right? Full stamina damage, we can give that to Ichigo on T15, right? And I guess technically you can say, oh, we can give, you know, Aizen full stamina damage to make it full stamina +40% or 45%. But, you know, if Ichigo could get it as well, it's like, you know, that's not going to be everybody's, you know, I think everybody should have full stamina damage under Aizen for when they get them T15, T20, but if, you know, it's optional, right? And then Ichigo, I prefer his skills personally. I think his skills work better than Aizen's, right? Having status ailment spiritual pressure boost plus 80% with basically having the immobilizer plus innovator. You're practically going to have this the whole time in the stage, so I would prefer this over full stamina damage anyways. And then in terms of Frenzy +2, I would prefer if Ichigo had Frenzy +2, I'll be honest, but Ichigo also has the shared complete status immunity and bombardment +1, and he has berserker. Hello, I'm sure we're seeing the same thing, right? So I am going to say Ichigo has better skills because one, he has more skills, and the skills that he has are all very useful, right? I'm not saying the skills Aizen has aren't useful as well, but if we really want full stamina damage, guess what? We can go give full stamina damage to Ichigo, right? The thing is with Aizen's full stamina damage is, let's say he does lose full stamina damage, then again, that's why we said he has the better ailments. He has the drain to heal it back up, right? Possibly, right? So we are going to give we're going to give the strong attacks, or not the strong attack, the skills to Ichigo, right? In terms of auto, we're going to give it to Aizen. Reason being is, again, you go back to their strong attacks. When you're autoing, you cannot use their soul bomb, so you're really just using their normal attack and their strong attack damage. Aizen has a better strong attack and then also normal attack because you can heal, so we're going to just give that to Aizen, right? What do we got next, y'all? We got CoOp. CoOp, we're going to give that to Ichigo, right? The reason why we're going to give this to Ichigo is because Ichigo literally I'm not going to say he's meant for CoOp, but obviously him having shared complete status immunity means it's for CoOp and your team, right? So I think in CoOp, in most stages, I guess the only thing Aizen would have over Ichigo in CoOp is, again, strong attacks, ailments, but just all around Ichigo is going to be better. Him having 2 killers gives him access to more things to do, right? He has double killer and 2 different killers rather than, you're not going to go to CoOp and fight captains, right? You're only going to fight Soul Reapers or Ronkar's Hollows, no affiliation, right? Ichigo has 2 of those killers, 2 of the 4 killers that he can get into. So let's say someone filters a room by a Ronkar killer. Guess what? Ichigo can now get into that Ronkar, you know, room, right? If that's how you want to do it. That's just an example, but that's, you know. So yeah, I am going to give it to Ichigo there in CoOp. IZ, IT. Let's go to IZ. IZ, we're just going to give it to Ichigo too because it's literally the same thing as CoOp. Realistically, we can take this out. But again, in IZ, if it's a Ronkar week, Ichigo has that. If it's a Soul Reaper week, Ichigo has that, right? Like I said, for most of these like in-game stages, the only thing Aizen has over Ichigo is strong attacks and the ailments, right? Chat, am I right? Am I right? Like, we gotta agree that Aizen is just no longer the best in the game, right? But you know, I'm sure most people actually like figure that out, but you know, they just don't want to let it go, right? IT. Now, IT is something that's more different in CoOp, right? IT has, you know, a lot of ailments, a lot of stuff. Again, Ichigo, he has complete status immunity. So no matter if let's say it's IT Arankar with freeze everywhere. Guess what? Ichigo's immune to that. And because Ichigo's immune to that, your whole team, your whole lobby is now immune to that. Share complete status immunity is so broken, you guys do not even understand. Because every time, it's not like as if, let's say I get immune to burn, for example, and then my allies are immune to burn for 10 seconds. After the 10 seconds, they have to wait a minute to be, you know, to be able to get that share complete status immunity again. They get it instantly after. So there's no question in terms of just that alone, Ichigo is better. Right? And then again, him having the weekend paralyzed randomly is going to be very useful for most people in co-op in terms of, you know, IT. And then obviously spiritual pressure boost, bombardment, like he's going to hit harder than Aizen and all that stuff. So we are going to give IT to Ichigo as well. Chat, are we right? Epic raids, we're going to give that to Ichigo mainly because he has bombardment +1, right? He's going to do more damage with his soul bomb. He's going to always, because again, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to, well, the thing is there's only one enemy there. So it's not going to be easier. You literally only have a 12% chance of, right? Rather than it being like, let's say you had a group of enemies, right? 5 enemies. It would be 12% chance on each enemy. So I don't want to say you have really like, 12 times 5, what is that? 60% chance of proccing this, but you have a 12% chance proccing on each of those individual enemies. While in epic raids, there's only one enemy, so you really just have that, you know, that 12% there, right? But again, bombardment hitting harder there is going to be good, right? Spiritual pressure boost if you do get it off. The status, share complete status immunity doesn't really matter. I guess maybe in something like, is it Noritora, chat, where if you hit the walls, does that matter? If you hit the walls, you get paralyzed, right? I don't know if that really matters, if that counts or not for epic raid, but if it does, then we can give him that too, right? Hitting enemies doesn't really matter there. Bruiser doesn't matter there. He's gonna hit harder than Aizen there for sure, right? So we'll give them, we'll give that to Ichigo, right? Guild quest. Now this one, it wasn't really something I could you know, completely say, because as you guys know, I don't really do guild quests. That is something I'm going to get into, don't worry. But chat has said Ichigo is going to be used in more guild quests, because Ichigo is going to be, you know, have the spiritual boost pressure. He's going to have the soul bomb bombardment. He's going to have the double killer. He's also going to have the what's it called? I guess he's gonna have this as well, but procs the, you know, spiritual pressure boost ailment increase. But yeah, also in hard guild quest, share status complete immunity, we're giving that to Ichigo again, boys. Brave battle, you can't really bring Ichigo to brave battle. I don't think he's gonna be useful there at all. While Aizen is actually pretty broken in brave battle, right? He's actually a very nice character to use in brave battle, so you are gonna give that to Aizen. We're not gonna talk much about brave battle. You know, Ichigo doesn't work there as much. Arena, now Arena, Ichigo just came out, right? So technically we can't really say much about Arena, right? If that's the argument people want to come up with in the comments later on, sure, I will give you that valid point. But Ichigo is more of a menace, I should say, in Arena than Ichigo, or I mean than Aizen, because he is spamming like this status chance ailment, not just status chance, but the immobilizer and innovator. I don't know why they don't just call it that, right? But the immobilizer and innovator, right? That procs like crazy. A full room of Ichigo, you wouldn't want a full room of Ichigo, but a full room of Ichigo would be hectic. It'd be impossible for you to do anything, right? All right, so before we continue, I was editing the video and I went back to go look at the Arena clip because I was looking for a specific one that we were talking about during the video. And I came across this part where literally because of Ichigo's, you know, his immobilizer and innovator, basically what ended up happening was he actually paralyzed the whole team, giving me, you know, the kill. And I'm going to show you guys right here. So right here, Orihime was completely paralyzed. Sorry for the quality. Kirishiki was completely paralyzed there, and then we went around the map, and then Uri was also paralyzed there. So keep that in mind, right? His immobilizer and innovator is probably happening to them on their side too, where they keep getting paralyzed, which is what I mentioned, right? That's why, you know, Ichigo's immobilizer and innovator is broken. Back to the video. And then again, him having the homing vortex, he's gonna be completely immune to stuff. So let's say I'm just using Ichigo, right? And I'm fighting a Holly-Bell, and Holly-Bell manages to try to slow me down. Guess what? Everybody that's on my team now is immune to slow as well. So it is actually so broken how this status, it's really this shared complete status immunity. It's so broken how this really works, right? This shared complete status immunity, it's so broken how it actually works. Right, Ichigo is literally protecting. I think anything co-op related, Ichigo is protecting your whole team. He's making your team be able to do stuff. He's saving you time, right? Again, him being able to paralyze enemies and weaken enemies on the other team randomly is also stopping them from getting points, right? So I am going to actually give those reasonings and, you know, say Ichigo is better in Arena because of that. So, right, so in total, we come down to Aizen and Ichigo. Aizen is better than Ichigo in terms of, you know, normal attack damage, right? Him being able to heal, his strong attacks, him just having a better strong attack, his ailment, drain, and weaken is better than anything else in the game. And then also we're going to give it to Otto because he has better strong attacks again, and then Brave Battle. So wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Yeah. So we are going to just come to the conclusion that the best, not the best unit, but the unit that is better between Aizen and Ichigo is Ichigo. Ichigo is better than Aizen. Chat, can we agree? Is there anything like Aizen fans? I'm tired of you Aizen fans saying, "Oh, Aizen is Aizen, 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 Aizen." No, stop it. Stop giving me that. I'm tired of hearing this. I don't care how much you like Aizen. This is the facts. This is we came with, you know, we came with proof. We came with facts. We came with the information. If you want to come after me and my community, we ready for war, bro. But we are going to make this final decision that Ichigo is better than Aizen. So the ranking is going to be Uryu, right? Let me make the ranking right now. Right? Chat, put spam W's in the chat for right. We're going to make this decision right now. These are we're going to do the top 3 right here, right? Uryu is the best unit in the game. We're not going to talk about him because it's not really his video, but this is the best unit in the game. This is the second best unit in the game. This is the third best unit in the game. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video. That is it. Peace out. All right, so if you made it to the end of the video and you're hearing this right now, I do want to let you guys know is this was mainly to go after Aizen fans. I don't really believe Ichigo is better than Aizen right now. His first strong attack is actually horrible. It's actually so bad. Right? Ichigo just came out yesterday. There's no way in hell we can honestly say Ichigo is better than Aizen, right? But I do not like the disrespect Ichigo is getting from Aizen fans mainly. So that's really why I made this video, right? Some people from the live stream will find this out too if they made it to the very end. But yeah, again, I really am looking more to Aizen being the better unit. Right, the drain, obviously drain is fantastic. Him having a better, literally the perfect kit for a character, I would say. Yeah, I am leaning towards Aizen actually being better, but anything could happen, right? We just need a bit more testing and we can see. But right now, I am actually leaning to Aizen being more better. So yeah, again, it was just mainly to come after Aizen fans who've been disrespecting Ichigo. I'm not saying Ichigo is bad or anything like that. I just do not like how Aizen fans are disrespecting Ichigo to the T, right? So yeah, that was really just it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Right, I will say there was some information in this video that you know, I did fully 100%, you know, agree with, but there are some stuff to where, you know, I don't know, bro. I really just think Aizen is a bit better right now, but anything can happen, like I said, bro. So you guys let me know what you guys think. If I change any of you guys' minds, hey, but yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you guys next.